Good day, everyone. My name is Stylist Jenny, and on this my channel, I'll be teaching you all about sewing, anything concerning fashion and designing, from DIY, kiddies, pattern making, and other and sewing tutorials. So, guys, on today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make a pencil skirt pattern. The next video I'll be uploading, I'll be showing you how to cut it up on material. So before any further delay, please subscribe to my channel, hit on the red button that you see there so that you will be notified when I post a new video. Please hit on the bell too for you to be notified. That's the notification bell. When I made a new video, you'll see. I'll be taking you on how to cut it and how to sew it. But today's one is all about pattern making. Let's get started. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So guys, stay tuned. So guys, I don't know what happened to the first video that I made. The thing just got wiped out from my phone. So now I'll be starting afresh. And I hope you understand it. So here I'll be making a pencil skirt, and here is my starting line. This starting line is 1 inch. I took 1 inch starting line, but you can take ½ inch. It's just for you to know when you are starting your starting line. And this is from this my starting line. I remove my 2 inches band. If you don't want your own to have band, you put it. You don't have to remove anything. You start from here, from that 2 inches line, and start taking your measurement. If you don't want it to have band, but I want my own to have a band, so I'm taking out 2 inches band, which is here. I started from the line. I placed my tape where the 2 inches, my starting line is. Then my hip line is 9. In most cases, the hip line is 8, depending on where I'm starting. Like where I'm taking my measurement, I want it to be a little high. I can use the skirt and make gown and make gown. Yeah. So that's why I'm starting here. But in most cases, like most people, the hip line are 8, unless if the person is tall. So from here, I took my hip line, which is 9. This is the line here. This is my hip line. Then this the same place, I still keep my tape there. I took skirt my skirt length, and my skirt length is 21. So from this my starting line, I started taking my, after doing that I collected the line. This is this line. This is my hip, this is my skirt, and this is my waist. I take here the starting line as my waist. So from this starting line, I take my waist measurement, which is 7.5. This is 7.5 right here. Here, right here now is 7.5. So from this 7.5, I take my 2 inches sewing allowance. I like to put two inches. I don't want sewing that touches the heart. So normally put 2 inches sewing allowance, which is this is it here. So from this hip line, I take my hip divided by 4 is 9.5. This is my 9.5 hip measurement here. From this line 9.5, I still take my sewing allowance of 2 inches, which is here. So from there, I took my skirt length. I took my skirt. I came to my skirt length and I did 9.5 minus 2. I'm doing a pencil skirt. In pencil skirt, you have to remove 2 inches. In some cases, if you don't want to remove 2 inches, you can remove 1 inch or 1.5. Depends on what you like, how tight you want the down part to be. I want my own to be a little tight because I might be joining something on the down part. I don't know yet. So from here, I removed 1.5. This is what I wrote here. He divided by 4 minus 2, which gave me my the length of my skirt. This is it here, 7.5, and I put my 2 inches sewing allowance. So after everything, I connected it. And in some, you find it that some people actually put that in their front skirt, but I don't like that. At the end of the day, the results are always the same. It depends on the person you are sewing clothes for. So the result is always the same, whether you put that there or you don't. So I don't like putting that. So on here that you're seeing like this one is, if you like, It's not compulsory. If you like, you can do it. If you don't, you can still leave it. So here, from this my starting line, I came down by 1 inch. Some people can came down by half inch. I came down by 1 inch. There's this perfect shape it used to give. So I came down by 1 inch, and from this my starting line, I came up by half inch and I connected it. So guys, this is my pencil skirt. This is the front. You don't have to add anything. If you want to cut it right now, you just place it on your pattern, on your fabrics, secure it with pin, and cut and be going. So no need of cutting. That's it for the front. Now let's go to the back. So guys, before that, you cut it out. I didn't come with my scissors. I went to that and bring it. So you cut it out, and when you are cutting, make sure you have the scissors that you are cutting. Like, you don't use your fabric scissors to cut paper. Although what you are seeing here is my fabric scissors. I do not see my other scissors. So, but don't make the mistake that I'm making right now. Don't use your fabric scissors to for pattern. It will make it to be blunt easily. So, my dear, and here is our pencil skirt pattern, all done. I'm looking so small. This is it here. So let's go for the back. So for the back, I would like to bring out my starting line, because so from this my starting line, I'll take my upper starting line. I took 1 inch. Anything that you do to the front, do it to the back, please, so that you don't make a mistake. Then you collect your lines, connect the two of them together. This is my starting line at the top. So from here, I will now take my zipper measurement. I normally take 2 also. I don't want stereo, so 2 is like the standard one. But when you are becoming a perfect, when you are becoming a pro, you can take 1. Sometimes I do take 1, not that I'm a pro. Sometimes I do take 1, sometimes 1.5. Depends on what I'm working at. If it's something that I don't want it to have so much allowance, or is a free something, it's like a free gown, I normally take 1, because the thing has already has the free in it. For something that is tight, I took 2, so that if I get big, I can be able to remove it. From there, I can be able to close it and then remove it back. Keep on doing it till your length. So I told you, when you are taking your measurement, you take it from the starting line. So from this starting line, I placed my 2 inches from the starting line. That's why I start taking my measurements. I marked my hip measurement, my hip line, sorry. Mark out my hip line, which is 9. My hip line is 9. And my length is 21. I mark out my length too. So I collect my lines to give me a straight line. you are seeing my pens very well. So this is my lines. So from here, you don't start from here. This is your zip. So you start from your zipper allowance, where your zipper allowance is. You start from there. You start taking your measurement. My waist is actually 7.5. My waist divided by 4 gives me 7.5. 7.5 plus 1 inch for that. So 7.5 plus 1 inch for that will be 8.5. So this is my 8.5. So here my hip divided by 4 gives me 9.5. So here 9.5, I will minus 1 here. 9.5 minus 1 will give me 8.5. So I'll remove 1 here, I'll remove 1 here. Are you listening? I'll remove 1. I removed 2 in the front, but here I'll remove 1. I'll share the 2 into 2. Remove 1 here and remove 1 here. So now let's connect our lines together. What am I doing? So guys, from here I'll come up by 5 inch. I'll mark it this way. From here, remember the 1 inch I told you we'll take. I'll take it here and I'll connect it here. I'll do it like a slant. I'll slant it like this. Sorry guys, I wanted to see here. So this line now is like invalid line. So from here you now take your new zipper measurement. Like from here you now take your 2 inches zipper. 2 inches zipper. So guys, this line has joined to this and this one has joined to this. So look at my new zipper line is this right here is my new zipper line. This one now is like this particular one that is here. I hope you understand. So this line now is going off. When I'm cutting it like this. So from here we'll now do our nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple is divided by 2. You divide your nipple to nipple by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 divided by 2. No, 6.5. 6.5 divided by 2 is 3.25. Yes, it's 3.25 divided by 2. This is it, 3.25. So from this your zipper allowance, that's where you can take your 3.25. You take it all the way down. From your hip line, you come up by 2 inches. This 2 inches is where your dart will stop. a straight line. So from this straight line, you put it like this. You put your this thing and now take half inch in both sides. Half inch here, half inch here. You connect it in such a way that it will end. So guys, this is our skirt, our pencil skirt. This is the back. Here is my hip divided by 4. Here is my waist divided by 4. And here is my skirt length divided by 4 minus 2. This is it. I almost cut this thing without putting sewing allowance. So here I will put our 2 inches sewing allowance. In most cases, the reason why I used to put it in the fabric in the pattern is in case if what I'm cutting is chiffon or velvet. You know how stretchy, or you know how hard it used to be to cut velvet or chiffon. So instead of marking it with chalk, I'll just use my pattern, secure it with pin, and I'm good to go. So my girls, so my dear, this is it for our skirt pattern. So from here right now, we're putting half inch all the way up for the joining of the waistband, or is this skirt, is it half bodies, for the joining of the half bodies, anywhere you want to do, but I like to put for half inch so that it won't shorten what I want to do with it. So I know you say I didn't put in the distance, but that way the way I slant the skirt to give me the way I did the up, I put it at the up, that upper side I said it that I put this thing. So guys, this is it. Our skirt is done and done and done and dusted. I hope you understand. The next time I'll be coming online, if it is, I don't know if it will be the one I will post. The next time I'll be coming online is to show you how to cut the skirt. Or is it not to just show you today? It's to show you how to cut the skirt. Until then, let's cut this out. First of all, you cut here. I think pencil skirt, straight skirt is one of the easiest thing in sewing, like even creating it. So I told you that here is the out. So now watch. So guys, have you seen it? This is it. In most cases, your bum bum sits here. When your bum bum sits here very well. You know how our bum bum used to sit. So from here, your bum bum sits here. This is just your hip. It sits here, and from here, it will love very well on your body. So guys, this is it for our pencil skirt. This is it. This is the front, and this is the back. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you grab it. Till next we meet again to show you how to sew it, how to cut it on material and sew. Please guys, hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, hit on the notification bell for you to be notified when I made a new video. Until then, I'm sending you love and light. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching to the end. Thank you for subscribing. Bye.